Oh boy, I'm gonna miss this shot. Oh, I see the bald eagle. Nikon D500 with the L bracket on it. It's been going solid for me for a little over a year now. Couldn't be happier with it. Grab these just in case. Good morning. It is pretty foggy right now. I like how it makes the trees look. It's just an average gloomy Michigan morning, full overcast. So get some nice diffused light for us. It's a little bit dark right now still, but at least it isn't freezing cold. We will see what we can find. Around this time last year, I was here and I found purple finches, which were awesome. So I'm really hoping we can get some birds like that today. It's a little bit warmer than usual, so I don't even really need gloves. Oh, I think we have a bald eagle here. That just took off from a branch because I'm being loud. Yeah, I think he just took off. You can hear it. That's amazing. That's a bald eagle. Not sure what that is. Red-tailed hawk, maybe. Yeah. That was a red-tailed hawk that just flew by. There's still a bald eagle calling over here, though. The slower and quieter I am, the more likely that I will be able to get close to it and get a photo. So I'm going to be really quiet. I hear eastern bluebirds flying over. Thanks. The nest of the bald eagles is right up there in that tree. That was so cool getting to hear that bald eagle call. They sound pretty crazy. There's a gunshot. I'm not sure where the bald eagle went, but we're gonna go back here and get back on the trail. Hopefully he'll pass by again today. Oh, I see the bald eagle. He is going that way, flying. Wow, that is massive. It's probably a female. Also, I did hear recently that female raptors and bald eagles call and vocalize a lot more than males do. And that one was definitely vocalizing, so if that's correct, then it's probably a female. Oh, there's a great blue heron. Right down there in that river. The eagle flew this way. It was going that way and then it turned around to the left. So I was hoping it would come like right over here and then back around to the nest. But they are pretty easily spooked here. I would go down lower to the water on this sketchy little path to get that great blue heron, but all these leaves are soaking wet and probably really slippery. I don't really want to risk it while carrying this big guy either. I just heard red-shouldered hawk, or it could have been a blue jay mimicking one, but there are usually red shoulders around here. I could be. Oh, there's the eagle. Oh man, if I caught a nice shot with that, I'm the best bird photographer ever. I'm gonna come around this way. Here he comes again. Wow. Pretty cool bird, pretty cool. Hopefully those are nice and sharp with a lot of detail, because that was awesome. That was probably the best picture I've gotten of a bald eagle here. Oh, there are more birds flying. Those are just mourning doves. There's a lot of them though. What in the world? There's a bunch of bugs right here. Oh, gross. There's a bunch of flies that just like came and swarmed me. Didn't have much time to get those settings ready. And I'm still trying to tune down the best settings and such for this lens, but I think we'll have some usable photos. It's the background is just going to be like plain white, so that's the only part I don't like. Still can't complain too much. That was pretty cool. I want to know where he went. I'm just going to go hang around here. There were two, the juvenile one and then the adult that flew that way, which we think was a female. I've also been hearing little groups of dark-eyed juncos squabbling about. I don't usually get very good opportunities with the bigger birds. Great blue heron is an exception. There's a pretty tame one in our city parks that I've gotten a lot of pretty good photos of. But like raptors, I just have never really gotten any great photos of them. Well, there was the Cooper's hawk that was on the pavement, and that was probably the best photo of any raptor I've gotten. I'm trying to decide what would be the best location to hang around and wait for the eagles to come back. I think this place isn't bad because you have a lot of open area that they can come in toward the nest, but at the same time the nest is like way over there. I don't see any of them by the nest currently. I also can't remember if during the molting phases of bald eagles, if they start out darker and then they get more splotchy, or if it's the other way around. I think it would probably be the other way around, because the adults are not splotchy. They just have a white head and a white tail. So that one that we just photographed was probably on the older side of being immature. Okay, yeah. It's the opposite of what I was thinking. So they start out just plain brown, and then they get more splotchy until they get their adult feathers, and then they get rid of the splotchiness, and then they just have the white head and the white tail. So that one was probably a first year. If an eagle comes by, I just want to be ready for it. And I think right here, I'll have the best chance, because I don't think there's another open area of this park that is better. But this also could be a much shorter video. If I don't see the eagles again, I would be pretty sad. But I'm also kind of expecting not really to see them again. I don't know. So, I believe when the eagles come, they're going to come from that way. Just because that's the last direction I saw the adult flying. Oh no, these bugs are back. There's like flies right there behind me that are following me. This is my 17th POV video I've made. Only. It feels like I made a ton more. It's been about a year since I started doing it. I did take a pretty big break in the summer though. I was pretty busy, sadly. As you can see, we are walking and we're not waiting for the bald eagles anymore because I am impatient. Oh, I see a bird. It's a tree sparrow. No need to panic. I might try to get this photo though. Blue jay right at the backside of these trees. I want him to come closer. I just met this way. I really want to get this blue jay. Oh man, juncos right there. I'm gonna try to get these guys by laying on the ground. I like it. Hopefully I'm getting some good stuff here. It is not bad. There's a whole bunch of juncos down there on this path. Chickadees right up there. Not sure if I'll keep this in the video or anything, but you can try to look through what I see. There's the juncos. There's another one. It's pretty cool. Well, that's what I look at. Yeah, they're slowly moving away from me. Now's the hard part. I have to get up. Ugh. Oh man. Well, that was great. Hopefully it was worth it. With the footage that I got and the pictures. I think the footage was better than the pictures, but we will see when we get home. Whew. The ground was cold. I think I'm gonna break out these gloves. Probably should have put these on a while ago, now that I think about it. Those eagles were so cool. I would love to see them again closer. That could be a cute photo. That's funny. They landed right next to each other and looked at me. I think when the sky is your background in photos, it looks pretty boring, just in general. So, for example, if a bird is like in one of these where the background is the sky, I probably won't even bring my camera up to take that photo, just because I don't really like the look that it gives when the sky is the background most of the time. So we'll see how that housefinch photo turns out. Yeah, looks good. Okay, I don't know if you could tell from the when the pictures flash on the screen, but I purposely overexposed that photo because when the camera sees a stick and then the sky is the background, it takes the average exposure of the entire scene, which in that case is like 99% sky, which is really bright, and it will bring it down to normal exposure, which is like an 18% gray, like just middle of the spectrum between white and black, kind of. Doing that, it makes the exposure of your birds and the stick way too dark. So there's something called exposure compensation on cameras that you can turn it up, and then it will brighten the picture based on what it thinks the exposure will need to be. So it finds the exposure and then applies the exposure compensation. So I added a stop and a third of exposure compensation to that photo because the sky is so bright in the background. So that would make my finches good exposure. Just a little bit of camera science for you there. But yeah, I use manual settings with automatic ISO, and that is pretty much perfect for bird photography. Speaking of birds, where did they all go? None of them want to hear about camera settings? There's robins in there. What? I know it's just a robin, but I think it's the first shot I've gotten of a robin on this new lens. So that's my excuse. Oh boy, I'm gonna miss this shot. That was a bald eagle. Oh my. Luckily, I was still overexposing the photo, so it's gonna be better for me. Wow. I don't know if you could see that on the GoPro, but it like stopped in midair and turned around. Wow. That is such an awesome bird. It's definitely really wet outside right now, but not nearly as wet as it was during my last video, which you can find popping up in the corner right now if you're on a phone or a computer. Definitely go check that out. It was super wet. We were out birding in the rain and we got some really nice shots of different birds and managed to find an orange-crowned warbler, which was a really, really nice find this late in the season. But I think that'll wrap it up for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and definitely go check out some of my other videos if you feel like it. That was so cool, getting to be pretty close to those bald eagles. Hopefully the shots turn out nice. I don't even know. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.